we start a new cohort or a new class. In January, we start with 20 people who are fully committed. So what we talk about is, this is what I call commitment, okay? So commitment is when you get married to somebody and there's no divorces, no start-overs, no do-overs. It's full-out commitment. It's no half in, half out. It's not sort of. It's not. It's whatever happens, you stay in the game. It's the most important thing. Because right when it gets the hardest, that's when people leave. That's when they leave their business, they leave their relationships. And if your business is viable, if your relationship is viable, nothing bad is happening there, it's just you have something else you need to learn or experience, and you need to stay in the game and learn it and be experienced it. Does that make sense? So sometimes the experience is how to stay 100% committed to something. Sometimes that's the big experience. Sometimes looking at your life in a different way than the way that you're looking at it. Sometimes it means that you need to ditch your friends, because they're not really helping you get what you want. So you really need to think about what your support systems are, and that's the very first part of our program. And from there, we learn financial literacy, we learn business strategies, we learn domestic violence education, we learn what goes on inside the business. And all the things that Stacy says you need to show up in front of the banquet, we help you get ready to that. So if you come to the mentoring program, when you come out of the mentoring program, you'll have a business plan. You'll be able to present your business on a PowerPoint. If you decide you want to participate in the cluster competition, we help you with that, or any other program. But what mentoring means is that I take the 40 years of experience that I have, I tell you what I think would work, what would work for me, or what worked for me, or an experience I had with someone else, and then you take that and decide what you want to do with it. I don't tell you which one separately, and I'd like them to share their little bit about themselves, about their business, and about their story. So thank you, Cindy, for all of the mentoring, all the one-on-ones, and the inspiration, and each and every one of you women mentors. Thank you so much, Stacy, for you all pushing me with the mentoring and the women's move forward. It inspired me to move forward. So I stand here today as a woman entrepreneur, graduating and moving forward in my business. I never would have thought I would be here today. So thank you so much for trusting me.
Man, my camera.
So, let me get here. Yeah. So, everyone gets a certificate. So, there's two parts to the program. There's a graduation portion. There's two parts of the program. There's a graduation portion from the mentoring program, and then there's a certification program. So, we've had a certification program since we started the mentoring program in 2020. And what that means is that everyone who graduates from the certification program, their business is considered more credible than many of the businesses in town, because we're the only organization that offers a certification. And we've been ready to apply for the International Mentoring Certification for a couple of years now, but we just didn't have the money to do it. So thanks to Better World Books, we're going to be able to get that certification. So we're going to grandfather everybody in. So we're I mean, these ladies are amazing. They completed their one-page business plan. They took 24 classes over the course of 1 year. And they all had surveys and extra work, and they had to listen to me, and well, they had to act like they were listening to me. And I'm just they're changed. You know, does that mean? You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
They're changed. So would you like to say a few words?
My name is Amaryllis. I am the CEO and founder of Divine Angels International LLC, a registered trademark. I do essential oils for hair and body. I'm first child of God, then I am a child to my mother and my father. I'm a sister, I'm a niece, I'm an aunt, I'm a cousin, I'm a mom, I'm a grandmother. God has blessed me so. Being part of the program, I started off Divine Angels International thinking that it was going to be for children. And it turned out to be essential oils for the hair and the body. Why? Because my hair was dry, my body was dry. I started off doing a stinky oil. I call it a stinky oil because it stank. But it grew the mess out of my hair and my daughter's hair. And it was because I used the oil the wrong way. But it worked. And even to this day, my daughter still says, Mom, please make the stinky oil for me. So that's actually going to be something I'm thinking about putting in my line of products. Had no idea that God was going to do what he did. He gave me the name in 2011 when I lost my son, and it evolved to me doing essential oils because people would hug me and they say, oh, you smell so good. Where did you buy that? And I said, I didn't buy it, I made it. And they said, well, we want some. And I said, well, I'll teach you how to do it. And they said, no, we don't want to do all that. You make it and we'll buy it. And that's how essential oils became part of Divine Angels International LLC. Being part of the program has been life-changing for me. I had no idea that I would be doing vendor events. I kept saying, I'm not doing it. And Cindy did the Women Expo. And she said, oh, come on, you gotta do it. You gotta do it. And I was like, I don't really want to do all that. You gotta carry all this stuff. You gotta, it's a lot of work, I stayed up because that was my first vendor's event. I don't make my essential oils ahead of time too much because they have a life shelf. They expire, right? And so I stayed up for 2 whole days making oils to make sure that when I went to the Women Expo that I was prepared. I was prepared, okay? And that was the first vendor's event. And since then, I've done 5.
Woo!
So this is how this program, it expands you. It opens your mind up to new opportunities, new doors, new money, new everything if you just commit.
Okay, yeah, hold on a second. I guess you start. Surprise. So, Chase has a beautiful scarf over there. The thing
That is
this
cute.
program changes me because it shows you kind of what you're made of, you know what I mean? And we do talk a lot about finances in our program and about how women need to be financially stable. And everybody needs to have an exit strategy. Even though you don't think anyone, who knows, right? Think the thing. And I raised a daughter that was very strong, and a lot of the women in the program met her. And she's pretty amazing. And one of the things that I taught her is that you need to grow up and make enough money to pay for you and your kids and your husband, in case your husband can't work. And then you need to marry a man who can take care of you and the kids in case you can't work. So that way it's kind of like even Steven.
Right.
And it really does make a big difference. And our marriage, my husband and me, I stayed in that marriage because of mine. And he stays because he wants to too, because we both have the means to be able to leave any old time we want. And it makes everybody happy. So here we go.
That's a nice scarf.
So we're wrapping the city around you. If you say, build my door. And I like the big one too because she doesn't have all of you around here, so she had to create her own community in Indianapolis. So, have your certificate and your special surprise gift that we'd like you to share a few words with us.
Thank you very much. My name is Jolisa. My business is Jolisa Claire Holistic Trauma Recovery and Everyday Life Navigation. Do we have any quitters in here? No. I'm not a quitter either. And that means I also finished this class in 2 weeks. But I learned so much in 2 weeks. It changed my life in 2 weeks. Everything clicked within my business. New ideas came about. New opportunities came about. And I'm just very, very grateful. So thank you very much.
Thank you. And that is kind of a weird thing. It's sort of like skiing. Has anybody ever skied or learned a new sport? And right a little bit low, or things aren't going the way you hoped, or you think you need to do again. I just want you to Dunn practice, wrap it around me, and remember that we're all right for it.
That's a very special meeting. It's a very nice symbol.
Thank you. Okay, so Maxine is boutique. Check out those shoes. Anybody else at your store? Oh, there you go. That's a new tagline. No, I can't. I can know these. I don't have these, so I'm good. Okay, so I have a certificate and a surprise gift for you. So why don't you tell everybody a little bit about you, about your business, and share how the year has been for you.
Hi everybody, I'm Maxine Dyson, and I'm the owner of Bread Couture LLC. And I just want to say that I enjoy being in this singing program. It was a very trying year for me, and it's still kind of trying for me. But with the help of being in this singing program, it really just continue to grow me to come up with new ideas and push my business to be more successful, because I'm not just doing this for myself, I'm doing this for me and my kids. So thank you, Ms. Singh.
Thank you. Keeping you safe. Business. It's hard to grow a lot of business at the same time. But sometimes you need to grow a lot of business at the same time because you're working on getting multiple streams of income. So I have your certificate here and your surprise gift.
It's connecting different services that I do, as well as collaborating with other people. So my main focus right now is building wealth and finance and taxes and beauty. Those are my main focuses right now. So, and that's it. So, thank you so much. I feel safe. Yes.
I've ever taken on the program. We didn't even have a business when she started.
My story's a little unique. So I entered into the program. I kind of just wanted to follow along, be a little cautious, which is not recommended when you're trying to be an entrepreneur, right? So about halfway through is when there was an opportunity that fell into my lap. It was more on the co-op side.
And organizing. So this year we went into 2023 doing meetups regularly once a month. And then not long after doing meetups once a month, then some of the ladies, the entrepreneurs, said, well, gosh, we like to have workshops too.